It, I believe, is Menopause Awareness Month. In my humble opinion, every day, every week, every month is menopause awareness time for any woman who is going through the menopause or heading into the menopause, or who's the other side of those turbulent few years of the menopause. You see, menopause and stress and menopause, which comes, what affects what, it all affects each other. Because when you begin to have lower levels of estrogen, your adrenals are meant to pick up on that and produce progesterone and estrogen for you to help you sail through the menopause. The unfortunate thing is when your adrenal glands are overtaxed and overfatigued, thanks to the constant triggering of the stress response that's going on in our world, whether it's through foods or through too much exercise or too little exercise, too much water, too little water, coffee, alcohol, family stresses, relationship stresses, doesn't matter what it is, they will all trigger the same stress response in you. And when that stress response is triggered, you have the exact same thing going on in your system, of your digestive system getting cut off, your adrenals borrowing from everywhere that it can, even the pancreas, to help you kick into the fight, flight, freeze response. If that's going on all the time, well then your adrenals cannot, I'll say it again, your adrenals cannot give you the progesterone and estrogen that they're meant to as you're heading into the menopause. And if you can't get it from there, well then you're lacking. And believe it or not, you have estrogen receptors in different parts of your body, your brain, your skin, even they say around the muscles around the heart and that. And so your whole body is going to drain all of those areas of much needed nutrients, not just even estrogen, to help it to cope. So your magnesium levels, your calcium levels, your zinc levels, your vitamin C levels, your vitamin B3 levels, B6, all of those levels, all of those things that you need in your system are all going for the fight, flight, freeze response, the stress response. And then you don't have them to help you manage your immune system. That's also not working properly, because when you're in a stress response, your digestive system lowers and your immune system lowers, because we are built to survive first and thrive second. Survival is fight, flight, freeze, the stress response. So every time that's kicked off, all of these non-essential, as they're deemed, systems in your body slow down, and some of them even stop, to allow you to take all your energy, all your nutrients, and give it for the stress response. Why am I talking about all of this on menopause awareness? Because I firmly believe that if you're triggering that stress response subconsciously in there, and a lot of us are, then you cannot manage your menopause system without support and help. And that's where I have found kinesiology comes in. Not just kinesiology. You have to have a wellness plan. You have to be making your life as easy as you possibly can. And you do that by cutting out processed sugar. And I know you might think that's the only pleasure you have in life. Been there, done that, had to change that thought process, because that processed sugar puts too much acid in your system. And all of that acid in your system, all of that sugar, prevents you from having well oxygenated cells. And you need oxygen in your cells to help you fight off cancers, etc., etc. So processed sugar needs to go as much as it possibly can. It also will start to cause aches and pains in your joint. And when you have too much sugar in your system, it is possible that you will have an over-parasitic system as well. That also doesn't help, because they give off ammonia, and that can also cause the aches and pains in your body and the foggy brain. So there's lots of things going on here. Lots of also things that you can do to help yourself. Drinking water, 2 litres of it, sip it, swallow it, or swivel around your mouth, and then swallow. Sip, swivel, swallow. That allows you to, shall we say, absorb more of the water you're drinking which rehydrates all the cells in your body rather than just going straight through you, cleansing everything as it goes and cleansing your kidneys, which you do need as well. But you also need to be rehydrated. So drinking the water, cutting out the coffee if you can, very little of any alcohol, good nutrition. For me, it's B6, it's zinc, vitamin D with A, K2 in it as well, and vitamin E is really good for the joints and really good for the muscles and for the digestive system as well. So there's lots of things there. Now, I don't take vitamin B6 in its original form. I take it in its broken down form of P5, P50, which can be really hard to get in the shops. So I tend to get it from a place called epigenetics-international.com. You'll get them online. So that's the nutrition that I take. I rebound from my wellness. I do a little walking, but I tend to find that fatigues the muscles a bit more and much more quickly. So the rebounding absorbs over 80% of the impact on the joints and your body. So I tend to rebound. It also helps clear the lymphatic system. So it's rebounding for me. I also cycle a bit as well. I'm a fair weather cyclist. And sometimes I swim if I can get to the pool, or if I'm in a hot country, not in our sea, I get into the sea. That's my exercise. I do not over-exercise because over-exercising causes stress as well. You don't want to be doing that. It may feed your dopamine levels, but it's putting your whole system under stress. You need to exercise for wellness, not for fitness. I eat fresh, organic worm when I can, very little of any red meat, no dairy, no cheese. Think hormones, think growth hormones. We don't need them as women in the menopause. We don't need growth hormones. This is a little long, this video, but I wanted just to give you what I've done. I'm 54, pretty much through the menopause, and I also work with women through kinesiology and tapping and everything that I have done and trained in. I combine all those therapies to make a new way for whatever you need to help you meet your needs. I do that here in my clinic room, and I do it online as well. And you can PM me here for more details. But the biggest message I want to give to you right here, right now, as I finish this, is you can manage your menopause naturally with no synthetic drugs, no HRT, using nutrition, a healthy diet, calming your stress, drinking water, taking away a lot of alcohol and coffee and chocolate and sugar. And I know you might think, you're ruining my life. But here's the thing, when you're taking all of those things, you might think these things are pleasurable, but they are actually what's ruining your life. They're causing you to be in a stressed state and causing you to get ill. Lessons learned the hard way. So, Menopause Awareness Month, be aware that there are lots of natural things you can do to help you have a happy and pleasant menopause experience. I'm not saying you will cut out all the hot flashes. I'm not saying you will cut out all the symptoms, but you will manage them much better when you can calm your stress response and get natural coping mechanisms going for you, especially rebounding. Check it all out on my website, retuningme.com. I'm Nuala O'Connor, and thank you for watching this video, and please like and share it with all your friends, all your family, anybody who's going into or going through the menopause journey. Thanks for watching. Bye.